Well, hello there. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to my video channel. My name is Teacher Stefan C, or Stefan C, whatever you like to call me, okay? And well, I've been teaching since 1995. I have a lot of experience. I've taught in different parts of the world. Now I'm based in Southeast Asia, although originally I come from London in the UK. And I feel very lucky because I'm blessed with this beautiful language and have a good knowledge of English language and how to use it. So you need to think about where you want to study because you're going to need a certain score to get yourself into university. So if you're heading towards the States or America, you can follow these lessons and get tips and stuff, but you'd be better preparing for a TOEFL or TOEIC test, okay? Your choice, what you're going to do, okay? So the first thing I want to explain and the first thing I want you to understand is that IELTS is a business. It's a way of making money for some people. And because of that, there is only a certain percentage of passes. This is probably the reason why they won't give you your score straight away. They wait a few days or a few weeks because they have to compare with other people who've taken the tests on those days. It's a numbers game, okay? So a certain percentage will pass, a certain percentage will nearly pass, and a certain percentage needs to do a lot more work. Very simple. If everybody passed the IELTS test, it would have no value. And this is something that you need to consider, is that the test is quite expensive. So on that note, I would explain that most people don't pass the test first time, second time, or third time. It takes them usually a few times. If you've got the money to do it, then treat the first test as a kind of a way of understanding how things work, okay? You do need to prepare for these tests because a lot of people, a lot of students that I've taught in the past, they think they can speak English well enough and they can go in and just ace the test. It doesn't usually happen like that. Very rarely that people pass first time. So usually it takes a year or two for preparation to fully understand what you're supposed to do in that test and how to walk through it and get yourself a good grade, okay? So it's very similar to taking your driving test. When I learned to drive a car, it took me 3 attempts before I could drive a car legally. The first time I thought, oh, this is easy, and I failed. The second time I was too serious and I failed. The third time I got it right and I passed, okay? So with this in mind, some things to consider are, first and foremost, use formal language in the test. Remember that the person interviewing you, that's their job. You should show them respect. So don't walk into the IELTS test and say, hi, y'all, hey, what's up? I'm good, man. Like this, what's up, bro? And, fist pumping and stuff like this. That is not the way to get yourself on the good side of an interviewer. Be polite, shake hands. Your handshake says a lot about you. So a firm handshake rather than a bone-crushing handshake or a limp fish handshake, which means kind of like some people do that. And it's kind of unprofessional, okay? So use your formal language. Hello, how are you? Now, step number 1, stop being fine, okay? Please just stop. This is textbook English, and most English teachers are lazy to develop a language, what we call the true language, the spoken language. So I never use I'm fine unless I'm joking with someone, or that's the only time I use it, when I'm joking with someone or if I don't want to talk with somebody, okay? Now, understand this, that this greeting, hello, how are you, is if it's a way of opening doors. Let's say that you're a person and English is your second language. When someone says, how are you? Say, I'm fine. It's kind of like, forgive me, boom. You're closing the door. And that's the end of the conversation. There's nothing more to ask, and there's no way of opening up conversation. You, as a person using English as a second language, you want to, every opportunity you have, you want to open the door and practice speaking. So let's say, for example, someone says, how are you? Say, I'm great. Yeah, I'm wonderful. Okay, why? And you could say, oh, I went out for a meal last night. It was my dad's birthday. We went out for a nice time. Or my football team won last night. I'm so happy. These things are good. So imagine this situation. I'm fine. Thank you. Going back to I'm fine. Imagine I walk in the office on Monday morning. We work together. and you say, good morning, Stefan, how are you? I go, I'm fine. Boom. It's telling you, I don't want to talk with you. Maybe I don't like you. Maybe I'm in a bad mood. Maybe I'm hungover. Maybe I'm just in a bad way. I don't want to talk. But doosh, and I'll close the door. You see, this is what you don't want to do. Another point that you need to consider is the person who is interviewing you. They're a human being. And doing interviews as a job can get incredibly boring, okay? Some people enjoy it, some people don't. For some people, it's just a job, okay? So when you walk into that room and they say, how are you? You're going, fine, thank you. And you're acting like a robot. So you really want to stop acting like a robot, okay? Using words like I'm great, I'm wonderful, I'm fantastic, I'm feeling good, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm frustrated, I'm nervous, I'm anxious, I'm over the moon, which means you're very happy. I'm on top of the world, which means you have no problems. I believe this phrase comes from Atlas, the Greek god who used to carry the world on his shoulders. And so we'd say when a man has a lot of problems, or when a person has a lot of problems, we say he's got the world on his shoulders, or she's got the world on her shoulders. That means they've got lots of problems. Oh, and they're way down. Now, you don't want to be like that going into this test. So you'll be on top of the world. Yeah, I'm top of the world. I'm over the moon. I'm full of life. I'm full of beans. I'm crazily nervous. My life is in your hands. You're holding everything in front of you. And like this. Try to be honest. Try to be a bit original. Try to be a bit different from everybody else. So that when that interviewer sees you and says, how are you? Go, yeah. You say, I'm fantastic or I'm wonderful. He's going to go, oh, wow, okay, someone human, alive, not a robot, not someone just being repetitive with the language, okay? So this is the first point. Stop being fine. It's very boring, very robotic, very textbook English. And in the real language, when I see my friends, I don't say, how are you? I say, you all right? They say, yeah, all right. How's things? Yeah, good. How's the family? Yeah, they're fine. Everyone's happy. We're all good. You see, we can use fine, but add a little bit more to it, okay? How's work? Oh, I'm snowed under at the moment. I'm really busy. I've no time to think. These are phrases that we use every day, and this is what I would like to do through these videos, is try to help you understand how to use these phrases and idioms and verbal phrases and all these things that we use in the everyday English language, and help you use it in a natural way, okay? We do use a lot of idioms in spoken English, and something that's very common in English. Let's say the idiom, every cloud has a silver lining, which means when there's something bad, something good will happen. So when we do that with other people and we say, every cloud, and then everyone else says, how's a silver lining? That's something that we do in English. We say half of the idiom, and everybody knows the other half, and sometimes they chirp it or sometimes they don't, okay? So that's the first point. Stop being fine. It's really boring and it's really non-descriptive. Use adjectives to describe yourself, okay? So another thing that I want to help you understand in these videos is how to enrich your language, because English is a beautiful language. It's crazy, I know. It's difficult to understand fully, I know, but the more you practice, the better you get. It's very simple like that. The more information you have will help you, okay? So I hope that through these videos, and I want to keep them rather short, I don't want to bore you with details and examples and too many waffling on, okay? I don't want to do that. I want to be kind of quick, straight to the point, stuff that you can digest easily and remember easily, and hopefully use it easily. Okay, now I'm going to finish here. So if you enjoy this video, if you think this is going to be helpful to you, feel free to subscribe. It does help me. It does help the algorithms, which helps other people come along and benefit from these videos. And that's what I do these things for, okay? That's why I'm a teacher. I believe in helping other people. So, and hopefully see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.